So as you've probably seen in some of the previous videos, we've been going through personal statements that I have actually gone through live for the students on my one-on-one coaching program. Like I say, this is something that I only do for people on that program. So if you want to find out how you can apply to have that happen for you, you can check out the link below here. Otherwise, what you can see from these videos is how I look at a personal statement and improve it sentence by sentence to take it from being good to a pretty outstanding personal statement. Again, check out in the description below where you can get the original personal statement that I'm correcting, so you can do this along with me, and then you can watch the videos as I go through it to tell you exactly my rationale for why I change all of the things that I do. As always, if you watch the entire video, I have hidden a little segment here where I give you a gift that's going to help you find out ways that you can improve your personal statement and more free resources to help you get a really outstanding one. So I hope you enjoy and find this very, very useful. So let's dive in. Just to kind of brief you, so I'm going to look at this as if I'm going to look at this for the first time, so that replicates kind of what it's like for the selectors when they're reading it, and kind of try and capture that initial reaction. And also it kind of allows me to expand on any points that I'm making rather than kind of beyond just giving you notes. So, of course, with any of this, feel free to disagree. It's just my opinion, so feel free to kind of disagree with anything that I say. Okay, right, so let's dive in. For a long time, my goal has been making impactful change to people's lives. My goal has been making impactful. For a long time, my goal has been making impactful change to people's lives. Is it not better to say to make an impactful change in people's lives? And people's is more plural in people's lives. Because yeah, in people's lives, that's right. So for a long time, my goal has been to make an impactful change to make impactful changes in people's lives, or to make an impactful change in people's lives. But yeah, I mean, it's fine as it is. I just think what rings better or sounds better when you say it out loud. To a degree, my work as a paramedic has facilitated this. My desire to make the change to doctor stems from the opportunity to help more people with start to finish care of my highest standard. That, I mean, it's highlighted in green anyway, but that isn't the most grammatically well-written sentence. Start to finish care. Start to finish care of my highest standard. This is your why. This is your. I'm a paramedic, but I wanna become a doctor. This needs to be very clear, very punchy. That needs to just be articulated just in a much more clear and concise way. I thrive in a field where there is no limit to what you can learn, and to do so as part of a diverse team. Okay. I thrive in a field where there is no limit to what you can learn, and to do so as part of a This almost feels like it wants to say, and to do so as part of a diverse team would ... Okay. One of the most attractive aspects of a career as a doctor to me is the lifelong learning. I strive to okay. So this okay. Let's see. Let me just read on a bit, and then I'll come back to that. One of the most attractive aspects of career as a doctor is lifelong learning. I strive to learn more and develop my own practice constantly, and to be able to do so with such a broad choice of disciplines would be an amazing chance. Do you mean like specialties? Maybe just say specialties if that's what you mean. Would be an amazing chance. Okay. The resilience and perseverance I have shown working through the pandemic. So this doesn't need a comma. The resilience and perseverance I have shown working through the pandemic has given me some understanding of the toll a medical career can have. I have worked hard to build a healthy work ethic and supportive environment. I believe this will be something valuable I can bring to the medical field. Okay. So other than like grammatically wording it, I like this. I like how you've kind of got straight to the point. Yeah, got straight to the point with being a paramedic, and I think that this is this needs to be clearer, right? So that other than kind of changing the way that you say this, I'm happy with this up to here. To be honest, I think as an introduction, you could probably have it, leave it at that, and maybe have one sentence. You could take that sentence and put it there, and then you, yeah, and then you can kind of go on into the meat of your personal statement. I thrive in a field where there is so this seems like a bit of an odd combination of things. I'd like to thrive in a thing where there's no limit to what I can learn and be part of a diverse team. Kind of, I don't know if it just rings odd to me, and maybe I'm just being funny about it, but to me it seems like, oh, there's a limit to what I can learn, and also I'd be part of a team. It maybe needs to be linked together a bit better, and to do so as part of a diverse team. Or maybe it just needs to be worded better. But to be honest, I don't think. Yeah, I just think it's a bit of a throwaway sentence. What's it really adding? So things like saying there is no limit to what you can learn. Just yeah, I don't know if it's a bit hyperbolic, kind of. I don't like this sentence. Basically, I'm sorry. I don't know what it is exactly. I can't maybe put my finger on it. So I don't say you have to get rid of it, but I'm just going to get rid of it for now. One of the most attractive parts of a career as a doctor to me is the lifelong learning. So we talked about learning in the last sentence. So why, if we get rid of that last sentence, why not? Just because. So one of the most so yeah, we talk about learning here. I strive to learn more and develop my own practice constantly. Okay, so don't be afraid to kind of break sentences up. So this is a nice sentence. I strive for kind of constant development and learning and progression. To be able to do so with such a broad choice of specialties. And again, and this just sounds would be an amazing chance. What excites me? Excites me. Specialties. Excites me. The resilience and perseverance I have shown working through the pandemic has given me some understanding of the toll medical career can have. I have worked hard to build a healthy work ethic and supportive environment. I believe this will be something valuable. So this kind of goes into, to be honest, this would be just as good as a kind of summary, because I'm sure we're about to find out the stuff that you've done to demonstrate resilience and perseverance. So I think this is more of a summative thing. So here, I think you could put that towards the end. So I'm just going to move it down to here, and I think in the end you do kind of talk about similar things. So let me just. So I think that would be better there. And I wonder whether, because this is more like a nice opening sentence to to something that you're going to talk about that you've learned. Because these are things that would be good bridging sentences to take you into some of the experiences that you talked about, and maybe a good thing to put at the start of the thing of a paragraph. Same here. I develop my own practice constantly. So So really, again, we could just going back to my initial point. We could make this intro way shorter and get to the point of the statement. Also, get to the meat of the statement much more quickly by doing this. So, you might not like that I just shaved your introductory paragraph in half, but I think, yeah, this would actually be quite a strong. Just tidy this sentence up to be a bit better, and this would actually probably be this would be a really good, strong opening. Yeah. Cool. Okay. I've worked in. So we were talking about. Oh, hold on. So let's go through the rest. I have worked in emergency and primary care settings with a diverse group of professions, from nurses to the military and the RNLI. Okay. I have worked in anaesthetist during a 2-week placement and learned a great deal about airways management. I've also shadowed doctors in a long doctor's role and given me insight into what happens after my handover in A&E, as well as learning how to hospital treatment plans and investigations develop. Okay. I would, instead of just listing things, you do have some reflection on all of them at the end. But so remember the kind of thing of what you did, what you saw, what you learned / reflect, how it's going to help contribute to your career or make you a good doctor or whatever, right? Here you just said point 1, point 2, point 3. Here's my reflection on point 1, 2, and 3. What I would say, so now that we've saved a few words from here, I would say, because this is this is quite an interesting thing to have done. I've worked in an emergency and primary care setting with a wide group, from nurses to the military and the RNLI. This taught me that no matter what environment you're in, blah, 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 which would be a really good thing to do. Like, let's say it taught me that no matter what background people come from, good communication and team working skills will help kind of in the most difficult situations or something like that. I've worked under an anaesthetist during a 2-week placement. You've worked under an anaesthetist? As in, you mean you've shadowed an anaesthetist? Because worked under what was the role if you worked during a 2-week placement and learned a great deal about airway management? So was this as part of your paramedic? So just as a little thank you for watching all of this video, I have made a little playlist here where I've put all of the personal statements that I've gone through into one neat little playlist for you. There are about 3 that I've released on YouTube, but also as a thank you, I have shown you here where you can get a discount to the personal statement course that you can watch, where I go into all of these principles in much more depth, and you can find out exactly how you can, like I say, take it from a okay or a good personal statement to one that really stands out and gets you invited to interview. And as you'll see me explain in the course, it's not just about getting to interview with the personal statement, it's how you lay the traps now or lay the foundations now for directing how your interview actually goes. Your personal statement will dictate the way that they interview you, the questions they ask, the tone, because they will see some things that will either annoy them, provoke them, or just make them endear to you before they've even met you, and that is going to dictate how your interview goes. So it's really important to understand the ways that you can do that. And in my course, which, like I say, I've given you a discount for by watching this video, you can find out how you can do those and really start preparing and laying the foundation for your interview going well now by the way you write your personal statement. So maybe just say, I also worked during a 2-week placement. We did this. We saw cases, we managed cases with so-and-so. These taught me some invaluable airway skills that I have since been able to implement in emergency situations or in situations with difficult airway patients, right? Tell the story a bit more about what happened. Okay, I've also shadowed doctors in long COVID ophthalmology clinics. My dog giving me insight to what happens after my handover in A&E, as well as learning how. Yeah, because really, what you've done here is, instead of taking each thing and telling the story a little bit more, you've kind of lumped all the experiences together and then lumped all the reflections together, and it's almost like a join the dots exercise, because you go in, this is one of my understanding, the doctors are all giving me insight into what happens after handover in A&E. Oh, okay, great, so this relates to this thing. And then, as well as learning that out of hospital, out of hospital treatment plans and investigations developed, oh, so this is probably related to this thing. So just separate them out and have the confidence to just talk a little bit more about them and paint the picture for people of what you did. Okay. Working as a paramedic has given me the chance to ask doctors and other professionals to teach me Okay, and then again, don't be shy to use shorter sentences. So, they have shown many interesting procedures, such as working as a paramedic. Yeah, working as a paramedic is going to be a chance to teach me. Teach me new skills, or whatever you want to say. They have shown me many interesting procedures, such as angioplasties, CT and MRI scans, and chest drain placement. Great. Chest drain insertion. Probably a better word. Okay, witnessing these improved my medical skills multiple and knowledge, laying strong foundations for a career in medicine. Okay, great. I've worked alongside research teams studying advanced airway management, because that's suggesting that somehow you can have an airway that is advanced compared to others. So I have worked alongside research teams studying advanced airway management in cardiac arrests, and saw the effect of thorough and accurate research. Cardiac arrests. Saw the effect. And saw how thorough and accurate research drives medicine, or drives medical advancement, or drives progression or advancement, or drives progression in medicine, or just but that's good, cool. So this is good. Like, so I did this. It gave me this opportunity. Here's what I learnt. Okay, and I have also again, I think this. So this is kind of what you're aiming for, right? This is like, you take a point, you say something about it, and then you reflect on how what it's done for you, and then you kind of just tacked this on at the end, and it's like, right, is this part of this last point? If so, maybe use some wording to make it more clear that it is. If it's not, then it's again kind of back to here's what I did and here's what happened. Again, just paint that picture a bit more. It kind of goes back to this sort of thing that you're doing here. Okay, this isn't bad, by the way. I'm just kind of I'm like really nitpicking here and kind of just giving you stuff to think about, really. Okay. Throughout my practice, I have reflected on my actions and what I have learned as a result of mistakes, incidents, and learning opportunities. Throughout my practice, I have reflected on my actions and what I have learned as a result of mistakes, incidents, and learning opportunities. Fine. This has allowed me to improve my own practice and help others do the same. Great. Having completed my foundation degree in paramedic science, I have continued to enjoy learning and teaching. My passion to learn is displayed in a broad range of CPD certificates, as well as extra courses in subjects from childhood illness, hypothermia to AV blocks. Nice. Okay. The highlight of my career has been an extreme medicine course in which I worked alongside doctors for 4 days, which I learned many new skills and had the chance to gain a true understanding of life as a doctor. This is cool. I imagine was this WEMS in? I was going to go to this, the Chamonix one. This is cool. Create a second course with them and the fundamentals of search and rescue, which reinforced the importance of teamwork and responding under pressure. That are key skills in medicine. See, this is good. This is great. Perfect. Yeah, this is more like it. So, I do this. Yeah, great. This is much better. This follows that kind of what I did and then reflect on it. Okay. My Spanish and British Sign Language has proven useful as a paramedic and helped me improve my non-verbal communication skills. I have represented my school in rugby, university in kayaking, and the country, earning a silver in the World Championships of Tang Sudo. So again, What have these taught you? Competing at this level has, nourished my ability to thrive under pressure. In my downtime, I paint miniatures, play chess, and enjoy all of these things, which are cool. And that's fine as well. You could just say, So I understand, literally something like, I understand the importance of work-life balance and being able to wind down, or to decompress from a difficult, stressful career. In my downtime, it's good. I've been an educator and mentor for a range of different educational backgrounds and skill groups throughout my career, as well as volunteering in local schools as a maths tutor and in the ambulance service running scenarios and teaching trainees. Okay, again, these are all really great. This is a bit of a monster sentence, so I'd maybe just break this up. Like, I also volunteer in local schools. The ambulance, yeah. What have all of these taught you? This is great. I mean, it's fantastic stuff. But it's just a list of things. What have they taught you? What are you gaining out of this? Why? Think about it as, why are you putting this down? Okay, so this is good, but I think, again, as I moved it from the start, I think this can be something that you can have down here, because I suppose if you're going to mention the pandemic, you maybe have to just kind of refer to being a bit resilient, or being resilient from working as a paramedic during the pandemic. but okay. But I feel like your summary is going to say something very, very similar to this. Lifelong learning, my desire to follow patients from start to finish. Would you hyphenate this bit? I think start to finish. I think I would hyphenate this. Start to finish. So lifelong learning, my desire to follow patients start to finish, and the ability to develop skills within a huge range of disciplines are the core elements of my decision to follow the path of medicine. Lifelong learning, my desire to follow patients from start to finish. What about to, because you said start to finish at the start, to manage the entire patient journey. And the ability to develop skills within a huge range of disciplines. And the, why not just put in the variety of skills? Maybe not put the variety of skills and disciplines, because it's a lot of ands. You could just put the variety of disciplines. The variety of disciplines on the and the variety of medicine, or just purely you can just put variety available. Maybe choose a better way of saying this, but I'm just thinking of how you can shorten this sentence. Are the core elements of my decision. So the core elements are the core elements of my decision to follow the path of medicine. The core elements of my decision to follow the path of medicine are the core. Okay, I think you can say this in less words, because this is kind of like, okay, we're wrapping up now, and I think it's a good way to finish the sentence, to kind of let us know that we're kind of coming into the last bit, so keep it punchy. I've experienced the toll that working in healthcare can exert, and I'm familiar with the pitfalls of overexertion and burnout. Having reflected on my experience, I feel more prepared to undertake a career change to medicine with resilience and determination. So, having grown from my experience, I feel I've developed the to make the career change to medicine. This is just kind of how to make it a bit more to the point. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, yeah, these are just suggestions. Of course, like, mix and match it how you like. I think just stylistically getting to the point of the sentence quicker is I think kind of helps a bit more from a kind of reader's enjoyment point of view, or not so much enjoyment, but kind of frankly tolerability when you're reading so many. So to summarize, let's have a think. So from an insights point of view, and kind of understanding the career, understanding what it involves, attributes, showing that you've got the attributes, I think you've definitely got that. What I would say is that you can probably get away with less listing of things and more reflecting on things, and more like what you've got out of it. You've got some things here that you've kind of just thrown in there, and they sound really good actually, and I think another sentence to just explain what you did, and then another sentence to reflect on it, will just make them really, really pop. So you may have to take out some experiences, because you're
yeah, you've got too much to be able to, give accurate reflection to. I think, for example, like all this educator stuff, you're basically listing, I know they're all different things and they are equally really great, but you're basically listing the same type of thing several times. So I'm teaching, I'm teaching, I'm teaching, and I'm also going into schools and teaching. So um, I know I know it's like because you've done it, and of course I understand when you're just like, oh, well, I've done this, I should be able to like show off about it. But sometimes less is more when it allows space for reflection. I think your introduction was a bit long, and I like how you kind of leading into your why, but then this needs to just be communicated a little bit better. I don't have a problem with if you wanted to kind of bring the old stuff back that I've taken out, but the point is that we're just a few sentences to give you why and transition into the good stuff. So yeah, I think that's good. I think your ending is good. I've just kind of changed the way that maybe I would write it to be a bit punchier and eliminate some words just so that we don't lose the point in the sentence. Yeah, grammatically, yeah, it's good. I've maybe thrown in a few bits of punctuation where I think that it sounds better or reads better like that. Um, but yeah, overall, yeah, like I say, insights are good. Intro I would change slightly. Closing lines are good. Um, and yeah, just more reflection is the main thing I would say here. Just more reflection and kind of linking it back to why it would make you a good doctor. But no, really good job. This is great. It's just, yeah, just those things that I said, and then we'll have it in a really good position.
Okay, so thank you for watching. I hope you found that really useful. If you didn't see where you can get your free gift, you may have gone past it. Look back through the middle of the video because it's scattered in there at some point to show you exactly how we can help you, give you resources, and help transform your personal statement to a much stronger one. If you want to find out more about how I can do one of these reviews for you one-on-one, like I say, check out the one-on-one coaching program that I have here, the links to that you can apply to. Otherwise, if you want to watch more videos like this, you can check out our interview help here for when interviews come around. We have an entire playlist for that. Otherwise, we have our playlist of all the personal statements like this that I've released and how I direct people through them and talk through the principles that make a really outstanding personal statement. So thank you for watching, enjoy, and best of luck writing your personal statement.